Hello, I'm Nicole Miller and this is Small Talk. Every week I have a chat with an English-speaking expat who lives in Catalonia, and today my guest is Kobie du Plessis. Welcome. Welcome to my new set as well. First person on it.
Right.
Thank you for being here. We've got an electrical harp, but we'll talk about that later.
Good.
Let's talk about your background. Where are you originally from?
I'm from South Africa.
You
I
are?
was born and bred in the Orange Free State, which is right in the middle of the country.
Yeah.
And studied in Pretoria and lived all my life actually in just outside Cape Town.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I can hear your South African accent, but it doesn't... There's something else as well there, no?
Yes, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yes, prior to living here, I lived in Holland for 3 years. It might have influenced my accent.
Yeah. 15 years ago, you moved to Holland, didn't you?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
So what made you move from South Africa?
Yes.
What made you move?
Well, it was for my husband's work, and he was transferred to Holland and then to Spain.
And how was the change for you from South Africa to Holland?
Oh, that was a huge shock.
Yeah. Had you been to Europe before?
Yes, I've been before, but, you know, with the children and all, it was from the hot summer, end of December, beginning of January, to -2 degrees, you know, and snow. So, yes.
Ice skating on the rivers. Which month did you move?
Yes, right when I said.
Then.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Oh
right
gosh,
then.
that is a shock then.
Yes.
Yeah, Christmas in the snow.
Because the school years are different in South Africa. They finish the end of, you know, sort of end of November, beginning of December.
That's your summer holiday.
That's a summer holiday.
Yeah. And how old were your children when they moved?
Oh, the one was 12 and the other one was 18.
And did they adapt okay?
Yes. Now they're both Dutch citizens, but the one is in USA and the other one still in Amsterdam.
Damn.
But
So yeah,
they went back to study in Amsterdam and in Utrecht and in Leiden.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yes.
When did you move to Barcelona?
12 years ago.
Okay, so you've been here quite a long
Yes,
time. Does it
yes.
feel like home now?
Actually, it does, yes.
Oh, that's nice to hear. And was the move to Barcelona due to work?
Yes.
As well?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about the move, because I understand you drove from Holland in 2 cars with 2 kids, a cat and a dog.
Oh, yes, that was crazy.
Tell me about
Previous
it.
night we said goodbye to all the neighbours and friends in Holland, and it became quite late because though we were there a short time, it was quite an emotional goodbye. So we had to get up at 3:30, so, you know, driving, and so Red Bulls, here we come, you know.
Flask of coffee. Yeah.
Coffee, and stopping every now and then, and we had all sorts of temperatures, and we almost lost the cat because she was not too used to a halter, you know, when we stopped.
Yeah.
And she just went under a bush and we had to drag her out there and stuff. So it was...
I take it the cat and the dog were in separate cars,
yes, separate
maybe?
cars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you don't want an argument on the
Yes.
motorway.
My husband was in the one car with my son and the dog, and my daughter and myself and the cat were in the other car.
Oh my goodness, it's a brave journey. How long did it take?
It was 17 hours. Yes.
Did you stop overnight somewhere?
No, we drove straight on and we got here, I think it was something like 9:30 that night, and on the beach of Castel de Vels, and then we had to be shown where our house was.
Oh, so you'd already found the house.
I had found the house, but you know, it was a couple of months before, and then of course
you didn't know where you are. No.
And neither did the agent, so we were driving all around Castel de Vels.
So 17 hours and then laps of your new hometown.
Well, never mind.
You're here now.
Yes,
and
it was nice.
Yeah.
To look back, it was interesting.
Is it a better change than Holland?
You know, it's a very hard question to answer. It's so different.
Yeah.
You know, in Holland, it's more our culture.
Okay.
You know, and I understood everything, though the temperature was just horrible.
Yeah, it's
you know?
a lot of rain.
But here, the climate is very much resembling Cape Town, where we lived last in South Africa, and the mountain and the sea almost the same as where I lived. So that was fine. It was just that, you know, we didn't know one word of Spanish nor Catalan or nothing, and that was hard.
Yeah, that's a big
So
change.
that takes a long time to learn that.
Yeah.
You know.
Actually, you said once, because your children went back, as you said, back to the UK and Holland to study,
That's right.
and you felt completely lost after moving here.
Oh, yes, I did.
Which is not nice that you think this is home now, though. So you have
Yes.
settled in. But you had your harp, you said?
Yes,
Which
yes,
helped?
we came with all the furniture, believe you me. It was.
I'm picturing a massive harp in the back of your car.
Yes, it was in the truck, but yes.
But to adapt to moving here, you said you used English women's groups, book club, and the St George's Church.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me about those.
Yes, there are two women's clubs here. The one is the IWCB and the other one is the BWN. And they cater for ladies that maybe are lost like I was. It's just a get-together group. But the one is more, you know, having tea, going to see things, and the other one is more professional.
Okay.
Or for professionals. But I didn't do much more there than play for charity.
Okay.
I played a lot for charity.
So you're
for
playing
those
your
two.
harp for them?
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot. Yes.
Let's move on to, because this is what you do. You're a harp. Is it
That's
harpist?
right.
Is that
Harpist,
right?
yes.
Harpist. You started playing the piano when you were 7,
Yes,
and then you moved on to the harp at 12.
that's right.
Is that a strange move of instrument, or is that normal?
Well, I just fell in love with the harp when I
Did
was
you?
12, yes, and I just wanted to play it.
How? Did you see someone playing? or-
Yes, I had yes, I saw people playing, and I heard, interestingly enough, Nicanor Zabaleta, who's a Spanish harpist, was.
Yeah.
And, you know, we heard a lot about him over the radio then, a lot of harp. So, yes, I just loved the sound. I mean, I got the chance to play and learn it. It was fantastic for me. And it just opened a new world to me.
Yeah.
You know, that the piano could not ever have done.
Oh, really?
Yes.
There's more to the harp, is
Yes,
there?
because you could take it and go and play somewhere. You can play in orchestras, you can play solo, you can sing with it, you can dance with it if you really want. I'm going to try it.
You're going to demonstrate for me? So, you weren't just good at it, you got a scholarship to study music at the University of Pretoria.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So you studied music there with your harp,
That's right.
and then after that you taught. Then you were freelance with the symphony, ballet, and opera
That's
as
right,
well.
in Cape Town.
in
That's
Cape
right,
Town.
Yes.
Talk me through those years.
Well, I'm not sure if there's so much to say about it.
Oh,
but
really?
I just brought up the kids, you know, and freelanced whenever I could. And,
So this was fitted around
that
your
was
family.
Sort of, yes, I tried to fit it around my family.
Yeah.
So
There's a
you
lot
know.
to talk about here, but do you want to play something first?
I can do it. I see that they do play the same piece right now that I'm going to play.
Oh, really? On the TV? This is on your website, isn't it?
That's right.
Well, they'll stop it now and we'll have it live.
All right. so
What
go
are
and
you
play
going to
then.
play?
I'm going to play Baroque Flamenco, and it's written by Deborah Henson-Conant, who is an American, but she really happily wrote this for Baroque.
Yeah.
You know, it's Baroque, and then it's the flamenco idea,
Oh,
which is
fantastic.
quite novel to the harp.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely love that.
Thank you.
What is it about a piece in minor that makes it so appealing?
I don't know. I love pieces in minor as well.
Most people do, don't they? Oops, I've just lost my earpiece. Hold on.
Oh dear.
We could talk forever now. No one can tell me to be quiet. That was amazing. And you didn't read any music either?
No, I
All
play
off by
by
heart.
memory. Yes.
Do you do that with all your pieces?
If I can, but you know, sometimes I'm lazy.
Yeah, I'm not
But
surprised.
this piece is really worth it to learn by memory. I'm happy I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me, you just before you started playing, you said your electric harp only arrived 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
What is the difference
Well,
between the one we can see with you in
yes,
the picture?
the one on the picture is a pedal harp, a concert harp. That means it has 7 pedals,
Wow.
and it can play in C flat major, C major, up to C sharp major. So all
And this can't do that?
And this can't do that.
Oh, is it limited?
This limits the keys, so you can play in 4 flats and 4 sharps and middles, you know, and C, of course.
Okay.
On this, but you can also do different funny things and interesting things. And I've done a course in summer on my one other lever harp about jazz and improvisation. So
wow.
I really look forward to do this on this instrument, because there's such a lot to be.
So it is quite different then?
It is
Because
different.
we can see you've got
Yes.
the levers up here. A lever
Yes.
for every string,
A
actually.
lever for every string, and it rises or lowers down with half a tone.
Yeah. So the pedals are not for every string, though.
Oh yes.
Oh, they are?
Yes,
7
but
pedals.
It's hard to explain it now.
Okay.
It's seven rods that go through the pillar of the pedal harp.
Okay.
And then go into the mechanism, and if you push the C pedal, then of course all the C's go up or down.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah. And have you got less strings then on the smaller electric harp?
Yeah, I've got less strings. This one's got, but it's still a lot for a small harp.
Yeah.
36 strings.
So-
The other electric harps have 32 strings. So this is the bigger
okay.
of the two
Of the
electric
two.
harps, lever harps. But the big harp can go up to the pedal harp, up to 47 strings.
47 strings.
Yes.
That's a lot of strings
It's a
there.
lot.
How long does it take you to learn an instrument like this with that many strings, notes, keys?
Well, you know, I started when I was 12, so come on, I'm sure it took my whole life.
No. Well, no, you've been playing in concert since at least since you left university, no?
Yes, no, I've played for concerts since I was a child. You know,
Really?
first on piano, I won a lot of scholarships on piano before I switched to harp as first instrument at university, but my piano teacher was very angry with me for doing that.
What, for moving to harp?
Yes, because I you know, she didn't want me to do that. But on the other hand,
It was
I'm
your
happy I
passion?
did.
Yeah. Do you still play the piano occasionally?
Yes.
You do? Oh, so it's kept up. And is there...
I teach it too. I'm
do
a
you?
teacher of piano and of harp.
Here
Yes.
in Barcelona?
I've taught privately, yes, both instruments in Barcelona, but not at an institute.
Yeah.
No,
And
never at an institute.
Is there
unfortunately.
music in your family? How did you get into it?
Well, my mum sang a lot, and I grew up with us singing in a car and, you know, driving places.
There is a big difference in singing in a car
I
and doing
know.
what you just did.
I know, but still, my dad and I used to do musical puzzles, you can say. You know, I would start with a tune and just stop anywhere and had to go on, and he would stop anywhere and so on. You know, we always used to sing in voices, and as I say, Mum did a lot of years. She studied more lieder, but some opera pieces as well. So she sang a lot, but, you know, not professionally, but she sang a lot in
Semi-professionally. Yeah.
Yes.
So music's been in your life.
Yes, and Mum is a painter as well, so the art is just
flowing through you.
Yes.
Oh, it's wonderful. And how about your children? Are they musicians
My
too?
son plays violin and my daughter plays harp too.
She plays the harp
Yes,
as well?
I've just sent her one of my instruments because she just had a Celtic harp and not a bigger one with pedals. So I've sent one of my
Oh, lovely.
harps to her.
And how do you... so when you are performing, how do you travel? Because the harp is huge.
Well, this one is this is a fantastic thing with this one.
But you've only had this for 2 weeks.
I know, but that's why I got it because it's so
It's like
easy
you-
transportable.
Yeah, that's why it's here.
Yes, but the bigger instrument fits in. I mean, if you turn it on like that, just put it down.
Flat, yeah.
And I made a mattress that fits the car, and it's on the mattress, and it's and with a lot of padding, and you're very careful. I've got a little carro that I put it on, so now it's perfectly okay.
Yeah, you travel with it. You take it to...
Yes, I've played everywhere with big harps. Yes, but
So you don't use someone else's harp when you get there?
If I go and play in Germany or Austria or someplace else, I do rent a harp, or even in my own country because I didn't have anything there. I had to rent a big instrument if I had a concert or a concert tour there, yes. But now I can do something
free.
else with this,
Yeah.
and I could fly with this little thing, which is great.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I'd be nervous to put that on a plane.
No, it's got a wonderful little case, a bit heavy to my feeling, but I checked with the airlines, and I think it's possible.
You'd be okay. Yeah, it should be. A bike's bigger than that.
Yes.
Tell me about chamber music.
Yes.
Chamber music?
Yes. Oh, yes. I had a duo with a flautist in South Africa for 10 years. We recorded a lot for the SABC, the South African Broadcasting Corporation,
Okay.
and we.
That's what that was.
We played
I had a question mark.
lot of concerts, and I also did with trio and so on. And yes, I love playing in chamber music. I played a lot with violin. I had a long-standing duo with a violinist. And here in Barcelona, I played for 4 years with a German oboist, and that was quite unusual,
wow.
the combination of
Yeah.
oboe and harp.
Just the oboe and the harp
Yes,
together?
but then sometimes we would add a cello, so it was a proper trio then, and I've done a lot, the three of us have done a lot, but yes, since then again I prefer to play duos or on my own, because then I don't need to rely on anybody else, just on myself. And in one sense, it's easier.
Really?
Yes.
There's not more pressure being a solo performer?
I don't know. You have to be your own master, and you have to be, and sometimes that's the hardest taskmaster is yourself.
Yeah.
So.
You've been playing solo since you've been in Barcelona?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Before it was more ensembles, but
here
I had the time to sit and play and play and play.
It's amazing. And you've actually got a CD, haven't you?
Yes, actually it's not in the studio. I have all.
That's okay. But we'll
show you afterwards.
Well, it's called The Magic of the Harp.
Yes, that's right.
And what's on the CD? Is it just you?
It's just me, and it was recorded in this little town called Santa Cristina d'Aro.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is.
Yes, in that chapel I recorded everything, and what you can see now on the video was recorded in that chapel. Yes.
So everything's in the chapel?
Everything was recorded because I love it, because it's a lovely natural sound of the harp. If you play on an acoustic harp, then you need to record in a chapel. That's
really
what I believe. Yes, because it's just perfect for the sound of the harp, because it's very difficult sometimes to record the harp.
Is it?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. It's just difficult. It's not like a violin or something else. It's just because I think the sound comes from so many places. You have to know how to do it to get the natural sound.
How different is the sound to the electric harp, to your pedal harp?
You know, I haven't, as I say, I haven't had this harp that long, but I think I can't remember the English word now.
That's
but
okay.
the benefit of the electric harp is that you can enhance the sound so much.
Because I was about to say that was an amazing sound. There was no problem hearing that at all.
So, you know, because people always complain, oh, the harp is too soft, we can't hear it. And in this sense, this is fantastic because, I mean, if you turn the volume up, or you can play for 1,000 people easily also, you know.
And
but
actually
not that I would love to make too much of a noise, but still.
No, it was perfect. And actually you said when you're practicing in your apartment in Barcelona, it's silent, you put earphones on, don't you?
Well, yes, yes, to hear how it sounds, you know, with the you know, if the sound is enhanced, then I listen. But I don't like earphones that much. So.
But if, you know, you could do a late night
and I did
jazz, couldn't
sometimes, and it was perfect because nobody else but
can hear you. No neighbours to disturb, nothing.
Yes.
You've been invited to the 10th World Harp Festival. What's that?
Oh, that was in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro, and they have a World Harp Festival every year. And I don't know where the director of the festival, maybe he saw me on Facebook or something, because I did post my videos there and so on. And he invited me to come and play. And then this was the piece. I've just played a bit of, this was my final piece of the recital, of the solo recital that I did 3 times, and I had standing ovations every time, so that was fantastic.
What an experience.
Yes, that was amazing.
So when was that?
That was in May, end of May.
Is it every year in the same place?
It's every year, I think, in the month of May.
Yeah.
So
you're going back?
I hope.
Do you have to be invited?
I have been already invited to go back.
Oh, good. Oh, great.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Because we've only got a few minutes left.
Okay, great.
You own 5 harps.
Yes.
Gosh, that's a lot.
Yes, too many actually.
Are they all in your apartment in Barcelona?
No, they're being stored at the moment.
2 concert harps, this electric one, and 2
lever harps. It's the same, but just acoustic ones.
And the concert ones are the pedal ones.
The concert ones are the pedal ones.
Okay. So what's next for you? Where you've got an amazing website, so let's just talk about that so people can find you.
Okay, it's just www.kobieduplessis.com. So it's
your name
and surname together. Yes.
Yeah. And what are your next concerts?
Well, I'm playing in Mexico in end of January.
Oh, amazing!
They have a harp competition, and they're very big on harp. You know, South America is completely into harp.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know why that amazes me, but it does.
It is amazing to see them. They're wonderful. You know. Play the folk harp, different kind of harps, and sometimes with a nail, so it's different. It's a different atmosphere they create, but they absolutely.
So you have to grow your nails to go and play in Mexico?
No ways. I'm playing normal. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So they play. Well, it's a bit like the guitar, isn't it? Some people play with a pick, don't they? And some play with that.
Yes, that's right. But this technique I just used is new for the harp, and you know that I strummed like that, and it was quite something to learn to do.
Yeah.
But interesting, and I'm sure I will use it again. I'm already trying to compose a piece.
Are you?
Yes.
Actually, one of your hobbies is writing music, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Writing music, writing stories.
Yeah. Well, you've had a story published, haven't you? Or one something?
Yes. It was called The Dancer on the Train, and it was about. It was an experience that I saw the guy dancing on the train, and it was fantastic. And at that point, I was quite ill, with cancer, and
Oh.
I was down, and this guy with Down syndrome came on the train, and he just chatted to everybody, and then he started dancing, and it was just so amazing that.
Did he have music, or was he just dancing?
No, he was just dancing and
Just
clapped
happy.
his hands. And it was so fantastic. I had to write it down, and at some point, it was just one of those stories that flows.
Yeah.
And so on.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
Is that published anywhere for people to read?
It was on the third edition for writers abroad, and
okay.
I think that's 2 years ago that
Okay.
it was published. But I can send it to you if you
Yeah.
want to read it.
Don't worry. So that's really all we've got time for. I don't know if you want to play again, or
How well do we have time or not really?
we could say goodbye and you could play us out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go and play a bit of Green Sleeves.
Oh,
for
do.
you.
That'd be lovely.
Something
Thank
English.
you. It's been lovely meeting you.
Thank you. Lovely. Fantastic. Thank you.
Come in English book